It's 2019 KW dash layout. We're going to start on the left side of the dashboard. First button above the key. This is our work light. Dash brightness control. It's just a toggle. Footwell ambient lights. And this switch here with the check mark on it, this is a pre-trip light check. So one push on the light, now it's going to toggle through all the lights 3 times while we're outside doing our pre-trip. Moving over to the right side of the dash control, this first button right here, TC, traction control. We want to toggle that on for slippery conditions. This will allow power to one set of duals to be transferred to the other set of duals, thus keeping traction on the road. Next switch is this is our lane departure warning system. So with our front facing radar, it's following the painted lines on the highway, and it's one click up and we can disable it. So when we're in the road construction situations, it will automatically disable it. This also controls the camera mounted on the windshield. If we hold it up, we will get an audible alert letting us know that the camera is rolling, and it takes a 25-second snapshot of the situation. Next switch here, this is what they call hill assist. It's on all the time, and what it does, it keeps our brakes locked for a 3-second approximate count. So when we let up off the brake at the signal light, the truck doesn't automatically roll, and it gives us time to go to the accelerator. But we can disable it one click up, so when we're backing into the dock, every time that we step on the brake, it doesn't lock them up, thus eliminating the rocking motion that we will get. This is our after treatment for our def tank. So over here we have our suspension for our airbags. One click up, we lower our suspension. The switch over here, this is our 4-wheel drive lock to locking our differentials if we're in deep mud, deep snow. This is our 5th wheel unlock, and it has a safety on it. We just toggle the safety up, toggle the switch up, and on the dashboard it will let us know when it's unlocked. And you must hold that for approximately 3 seconds. The next switch over with the red safety on it is our 5th wheel slide. And then again, you just toggle it up to engage so we can slide. Our air conditioning controls here. So we have our temperature, we have where we want the air to go, we have maximum for defrost, and this button here is an auto. So the inside of the truck has approximately 9 temperature sensors. Once we have it on auto, we set our temperature to where we want. It will constantly try to keep it at that temperature. If you notice, there's a little button looking instrument right here. This is actually one of the temperature control sensors. Moving up, we have our suspension load gauge. So this is going to give us approximately how much weight is on our suspension. Do not rely on it. Always weigh our loads. To the top, we have the switch for our sleeper light, fog lights, marker lights, headlight parking lights, and then of course our emergency flashers. Our smart valve is located here. It's a quick one push button. It's indicated it's active by the green. Push it again, we deactivate it. And then here's our Bendix display. This display will come up with our following distance, our lane departure, and our speed limit signs. Moving over to this button here, this dial here, this all controls our home screen here. This is all truck information that's going to be displayed up here. So it's one push button, back to our home. One push button, we have a blank screen. Push button, we're coming back. And what we're going to do is we're going to twist. It'll bring up our tire monitor, and we can see what tires are proper air inflation and the temperature. Twist again, and we have our settings. So settings, push, so we can set our time, local time, home time. We can go 12-hour, 24-hour, standard units, and then English, dark cabin off. So dark cabin off, so when we open the door, the light doesn't come on, or we can turn it on when we open the door, the light will come on. Headlight wiper, so we have the option, once we engage our wiper blades, our headlights automatically come on, or we can disable it. Trailer detect is off, so we can actually tell if we're hooked onto a trailer or not. Go through the menu, push again, set our home time, always come back to home. Warning and faults will come up here. If we have a warning and fault, all we do is bring that up, push the button, and it will tell us which one it is. Truck information. So we have chassis, engine, transmission, ABS, adaptive cruise, predictive cruise, trip odometer, fuel economy, and then we have our regular heads-up gauges. We have our tachometer, and then we have our speedometer. Transmission controls, very simple in the KW. Foot on the brake, twist it into drive, and we're automatically in gear. Let off on the brake, and it's going to take off. It has a creep gear into it. Neutral, and then back to reverse is the same way. Foot on the brake, put it in reverse, let up off the brake, and we automatically start rolling. To lock the gear when we're descending a hill, all we're going to do is just push the button on the very end right here, and that will lock the transmission into the desired gear that we want. We have a little bit of capability of toggling up one gear or down one gear, but we cannot override the computers. If the computers say we're too high RPM or too low RPM, it's going to revert back to the gear that was selected in the first place. Our Jake brake is simple. It's on the same column, and it's pull it down 1, pull it down 2, pull it down 3 for maximum. Simple.
Okay, keep going.
Steering wheel controls. This on the right side is all cruise control. It's on, off, set, resume, miles per hour up, miles per hour down, cancel. The left side of the steering wheel is all stereo components. So we can actually change our stereo or our volume from right here without having to be distracted by reaching over.